Hello YouTube, it's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? Who you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It is Tuesday, October 4th, 2016. Hey, we made it through a Monday. Monday, another work day Monday. And now we're on our way, right? We're part of that rat race. Obviously, I say the date every day so that you guys know we do this every single day. We've been doing it for 8 months, every single day. It's true. The only time it wasn't as timed out is when I had a very slow internet. Made the investment every single day. What you see right there, that's what's going to fill my pockets. I have a variety of pocket dumps. I have a bunch of knives. It gives me a chance to get them out in the real world like they're my babies, right? And also give me a lot of variety. There are a lot of people in the real world, not just internet, who we like to talk knives and they like to see what I'm carrying and that sort of thing. So I thought what I'd do is do a YouTube channel. First, an Instagram. I was on Instagram for a year and people kept saying, why don't you do a YouTube channel? So I'm doing a YouTube channel. It's called Keith, Kevin, Ken, because of my two brothers, Keith and Ken, my older and my younger brother. I'm Kevin. And we do what we call the pocket dump deconstruction. Each day, I show you all the knives and all the other stuff that fills my pocket during the day, and we deconstruct it. And there's always a knife that I was considering for the EDC for my pocket and didn't make it. That's the knife that got away. That's how this thing works. If you like it, thumb it up, share it, let people know that it exists every single day. Even if they don't like me, mute me and look at all the different knives that I have to offer. As one of the comments said on my Microtech, I have Microtech automatic video on this channel. Were you drunk when you did this? No, I was drunk on real life. That's what I was drunk on. Anyway, let's talk about this pocket dump deconstruction for this Tuesday. Or whatever day you're watching this. These aren't dated videos. I'm wearing my Rolex Datejust. As you guys know, sometimes I can go a little fancy. But it's older stuff that has been there for years and years. I bought it because it's durable and classic. And that's kind of what I like to go with, classic. Talk about, classic. Nothing's more classic than a Cuban cigar. Today is Sancho Panza. You know, a lot of people, mostly on Instagram, I'm at Keith Kevin Ken on Instagram if you like to follow the feed. Post at least 4 knife-related pictures every single day. People always ask, which one is your best? What Cuban cigar do you like the most? It's hard for me, and I hate bugging out going, it's hard for me to choose. It really is. I really like this Sancho Panza. Panza, I call it Panza. Sancho Panza. I don't know what you guys would call it. I really love this cigar. I like a lot of the cigars, or I wouldn't invest in them and smoke them on a daily basis. So sometimes I hedge and then I make a choice. But it's an easy question to ask, what's your favorite? It's a hard question to answer for me. I kind of look at the collection as a whole, and then the pieces, some of them I like a little bit more than others, but this I really like. It's the Schoen design pin. This is the full tie version. That I like. And yesterday, it was good. I went without my flask because work has been a little, not stressful, just weird. You'd have to know where I'm working, and I don't tell you that, and the situation. So I left my flask at home. I haven't done that. You guys have not seen me without a flask, I don't think, on these pocket dump deconstruction. But I was worried I'd start breaking one of my rules, and that is taking a nip during the workday. I don't do that. I can have lunch, have a glass of wine, a beer with lunch, but I don't do the nipping. That's all afterwards. And I'm safe. I'm cool. This is blended scotch. I always have to fool myself. This is one of my Fan Mont Blanc wallets. The coin, I told you guys I collect these. I really love them. They're limited, but I just love them. This one is a 2009 Australian Kangaroo at Sunset coin. 1 ounce coin. Always carry a 1 ounce coin for good luck. Let's get these knives off. Field notes. I love field notes. I don't know why I always want to call them field guides. The field notes, you guys know the field notes. If you haven't tried a field notes pad, you should. Pick them up. They're on Amazon. They're bladed. They're everywhere. Tough cover. I have a bunch of them, so my covers don't get beat up that much. Plus, I'm an office guy in an urban situation, so they don't get beat up that much. But I really appreciate my field notes. I really appreciate them. Let's talk about the knives now. It's funny, you know, I picked out my carry, and I couldn't wait to do the spin. Here's the thing about being on Instagram for, I don't know, about a year and a half, 2 years, and doing a YouTube channel for 8 months. You think you haven't carried something in a long time, and then you look back and you go, oh, I just carried this not too long ago. I just posted a picture of this. This right here is the spin. I love my spin. I do. And this is really the etched spin. I like etch. I just saw an etched dragonfly Spyderco being offered for sale. Almost pulled almost bought that, but I didn't. I held off. But this is the spin. Great little keychain knife. I love that it's etched. Etched means, I don't know if you can make that out, but those are really, you can feel the pattern as they etched in this pattern throughout the scales, that tie scale, stainless steel scales. Gives you some grip. It also gives you this nice texture that I love. The spin is my keychain knife for today. It's 1.8 inch blade. I call it the pizza slice blade. Yeah, really nice. VG10 steel. It weighs, man, it only weighs like 1.35 ounces. Not like, it weighs 1.35 ounces. It's a perfect little knife for your keychain. I love these little forward choils too. Even for my big hands. It's just a nice knife. That is the Spyderco etched spin. I also have the spin in a Sprint Run Precision handle, which is a little fancier blue Precision, but I like that spin. And I love those etched scales. That texture just feels so nice. It also hides nicks and scratches. The medium knife, oh, Hinderer. I'm surprised I don't have more Hinderers. And I have 4 altogether. And I'm really surprised I don't have more 3 inches. This is the only 3-inch Hinderer that I have. It is just nice. The Hinderer XM-18 3-inch with the gray G10, nice textured gray G10, titanium on the back, of course, with the Hinderer frame lock. Oh man, I just like it. I love the pivot, the simple pivot. Also, I love what Hinderer does. I do not pimp my knives. I love to see the variations that people do on their knives. Me, I just like the standard variations. And then I'll leave them for my kids or grandkids to pimp and do whatever they want. But man, you have to really love this design. It's just perfect. And now that they have their flipping together, man, what a well-made knife. Again, this is the XM-18 3-inch blade, S35V steel, 3-inch blade. Oh man, is that nice or what? I just love it. And you can put your hand right here, kind of even grip up on it. What a wonderful size. You guys know I like these smaller size knives. This is just perfect. This is the Hinderer XM-18 S35VN steel 3-inch blade, gray G10. With that titanium lock on the back. And again, Hinderer sells different clips. This clip plate where you can move the clip tip up or tip down. Right now it's in the tip down area. If you want to change it. But they also have these plates right here. These spacer plates. And they have all different kind of variations that you could buy. I just love how creative they are. They're like, look, here's a screw. You want to tighten or something in the field. You want to make it your own. It's easy. Well, I'll also send you, they send standoffs. I have a Hinderer that has brass standoffs. They have all kinds of stuff that you can put on your Hinderer that they sell or third parties sell. But I love that Hinderer does it themselves. What a great company. And now that they have all the distribution outlets like all the other knives, they're easy to come by. For a long while, when I first started collecting, you could only get Hinderer unless you were a policeman or a fireman or some serviceman. You could only get it on the secondary market, which really boosts the price. Now they're back down to earth. Down to earth like Chris Reeve prices. But you know what? It's a well-done knife. It should be Chris Reeve prices. This is the small 3-inch Hinderer XM-18. And then I had to go with my Chris Reeve Micarta large Sebenza 21. And this one has that Tanto blade that I got from True North Knives. True North Knives handles all Chris Reeve Tanto blades. So if you see a 21, I haven't seen a 25 with a Tanto. Large, small, anything, Micarta, inlaid knives, any knife that has a Tanto blade, they go through True North Knives, just like this one. I really love this knife. The reason this was the knife that I came out, opened up the case, and pulled out first. And the reason is I finally saw in the wild, not in the wild, that's a lie. I saw on a distribution site one of the Chris Reeve Micartas that have, they call it a natural Micarta. And it was on a large Nkosi. I almost bought it again. You know, I'm trying to, I've got to be better with money. I'm still buying knives, guys. And I made a commitment to myself to buy all the Spyderco folding knives this year. And I'm going to do that once they come out. But I've been trying to hold off. It is so nice. It's like a light brown natural. And I have the small Nkosi. I'm not going to buy a large Nkosi until I see the inlays and stuff. And so one came out and I went, oh, the new Micarta. It is a beautiful knife. Chris Reeve, thumbs up. And I love that he's going to treat the Nkosis like he's been treating the Sebenza 21s. Because the 25, I have a couple of variations on the 25. In fact, I have a video of my Chris Reeve Sebenza 25s on this channel so you can see the variations. But they aren't as much as the large and small Sebenza 21s. He's kind of held back on the 25s. It looks like he's not going to be holding back on the Nkosi, so you'll kind of get that 25 profile with a lot of inlays and all those other things that we come to expect from Chris Reeve. Fancy knives. And I can't wait for that. So I'll probably end up with a lot of Nkosis, but not the plain large one. Love my small one, not the plain large one. But man, and given the fact that Chris Reeve is really coming out with a number of different woods, and now I didn't even know he had a different Micarta. It should be fun. So the Chris Reeve collection hasn't stalled out, it'll be coming strong as well. By the way, this is one of my first Micarta was this one from True North Knives. You can tell that because it doesn't have a lanyard. Whenever you see a Chris Reeve knife without the lanyard on, you know it's one of my first 5 Chris Reeve knives, because I had 6 Spydercos and I was collecting the Chris Reeve knives. I had them all in one drawer, little small drawer, and they wouldn't fit with the lanyard, so I just took them off. I knew nothing about knives. But I love this because these are my smoothest knives because I've played with them the most. Again, this is the Micarta. You guys know the deal with the Micarta inlays is he doesn't polish the titanium for the Micarta inlays. Every other inlay, Chris Reeve will have polished titanium on the show and the lock side. He does do, like he does with all knives, except for the Spybenzas, he leaves the clip and the lock alone, which you guys know I love. S35 VN steel, 3.6 inch blade if you measure right from the tippy top of that tanto. Really love it. Love the Micarta because it really feels your hand. Just enough when you're gripping the Chris Reeve knife to know that it's an improvement over the plain Jane versions. There you have it. That's my pocket dump deconstruction for this Tuesday, October 4th, 2016, because we do this every day. Oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I took pictures of this pocket dump when it was all purdy. I'll be posting it on Instagram around noon, 1-ish, 2-ish, or whatever. Let me say this real quick. Someone who, and I don't have the name right now, but you guys know who it is. You'll know who you are. Someone who has been following me from the beginning, always comments almost every day. I know follows every day. Left a comment. By the way, I read every single comment. When I'm putting the heading, I'm usually at work. When I'm putting the heading on these videos and stuff, the app that I use, the software that I use, lists your comments. I go through all of them. He said, you know, you never respond to me. And I know. I am very bad at responding. And I just want to say this. Just doing this every day as a hobby, just getting to know you guys, I enjoy it. But as you guys know, mine are around 20-something minutes. Some of you shouting, going, make it shorter. I literally put it together so I can do this right before work. And when I come home, I'm still posting on Instagram, so check that out. But also, I'm tired. And at some points, I love YouTube. I need time to just watch YouTube. The other thing is, and I don't get, you guys have been great. I love when people update the information. You'll notice when people go, no, you're wrong. That still is actually this. And I go, thank you for that. Just know that I am reading your things every day. And sometimes I just can't respond. Sometimes I'll go through and respond to a bunch of them. And this may sound stupid to you guys, but remember, I'm a little older than most of you guys. And I'll come up with like the guy who says, you know, were you drunk when you did this? Or you're an idiot or whatever. Someone in their mother's basement or in whatever. But I just go, why am I doing this? I don't need this. So I know that's the world of the internet, not my world. If someone said that in my face, then I'd have a choice of either punching them in their face or doing whatever. So sometimes, you know, I'm just too busy to do it. You guys just, if you don't, I understand because it's just a voice with knives on the table. But I really respect all of you guys. I even respect the haters because that's just how I roll. I'm sorry. I just can't have that two-way conversation on a regular basis. It's a hobby for me. I have set a goal of doing this every day for a year, and then I'm going to reevaluate. You know, is it worth it? Should I do it? Should I do less and all of that stuff? But honestly, I know a lot of people are a lot better than I am at doing that. I just can't do it, folks. Even when I upload right before I go to work, and I'm sorry, I'm giving you behind the scenes stuff, but we got to do maintenance stuff every now and then, okay? We're doing this every single day for 8 months. We're going to do it for a year at least. So I got to do some maintenance stuff. You guys, when I say I'm running out to work, I literally, when I'm doing this, I'm ironing my clothes and running out to work, okay? To work. So it is a compressed time. When I finally do Monday through Friday, put on all the listings. A lot of you may catch when I upload them quickly, and you'll notice it just has a date on it. Because then I'm at work, I run a department, I run a section of my work, an important section of my work. And so I'm dealing with it. And then I'll sit down and at work finish off all the stuff I have to do for the video. And that's why I joke now. A lot of it's my regular pitter patter where I go, and you'll see this on Instagram, noonish, 1ish, 2ish. It's true. I run out to work and then I come back and I'm into meetings and stuff. And I go, oh, I forgot to post this. So that's more information. You guys just want the entertainment, but I want you guys to know when someone, I take that seriously, and I'm sorry we can't have that kind of one-on-one. I will try to be better at answering, but man, I just need some time myself. So, but I'll try to do that more. And as you guys can tell, more and more I'm trying to shout out the comments in the video when I do these, okay? That's a lot of talking without knives, but I wanted to shout out one of the regular viewers just to let him know, because he responds, he comments almost every day. I just can't have that kind of conversation. I just literally, you can make time for anything. You're hitting me at a time where this whole part, I'm trying to find time for me, not just work. And I don't want this to become work. Not like talking to you is work, but you guys, I hope you understand that. So that's a big ramble. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry that I'm not giving you as much attention as you'd like, but it's kind of going to have to be like this as I try to get a balance of everything, okay? I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Now this, I appreciate too, because noonish, 1ish, or 2ish, when I get a chance, I'll post it on Instagram. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. It's the YouTube channel. And this is the knife that got away. This started it all. Spyderco is a company created to have a one-hand opening hole. That's why that's their trademark, one-hand opener, right? You put your thumb there and you open it. You slick guys can flip it open with any finger and all that. I'm an old guy. And then they got together with a guy named Brad Southard, and they came up with the Southard flipper. This is the first flipper for Spyderco. Actually, I should have brought out the first flipper. I didn't. I have it. Actually, it was a ugly brown G10 flipper that looked exactly like this, except this was not black. This is the blacked out version. They came up with a blacked out version the next year of the Southard. Man, this is a beautiful flipper. This is their first work with Brad Southard. Of course, he's done gone on and do the positron, and he's going to have other knives with Spyderco, but what a beautiful flipper. I like this flipper. First, it's just silky smooth. The blacked out version to me is just a little bit better. That brown ugly G10 is replaced, of course, with black G10, and the grip is a lot finer, not as rough. Some people like rough, but not as rough. It's really nice. I love the black coated blade. It works. Full titanium liners. They did not skeletonize these liners. Nowadays, everyone's skeletonizing their liners, right? Especially Spyderco, because you want a lighter knife. And trust me, the Brad Southard positron is very light. But this was just really nice. All titanium with that Chris Reeve integral lock. The back, making sure that you don't extend your lock. This, even on the original, is brown. Here it's the black, matching the G10 on the front. I love the clip too. You know, it's special to this knife. It's a Spyderco clip special to this knife with the little curve. It is a really nice flipper. And when I was talking about the company, you notice I can open it with the Spidey hole, or I could flip it. Why would you open it with the Spidey hole when you can flip it? Sometimes if you're in a place where you don't want to flip and you want to open it up quieter, that could be a reason. I really love, well, you guys know I love Spyderco, but the Southard, always one of my top 10 knives. Has been top 5, but with all the knives coming out since I bought the Southard, I don't know, probably dropped down in the top 10, but it's still one of my favorites. Black G10, 3.5-inch blade. The blade steel is CTS 204P steel. Oh man, it just fits so perfect. I really like this. You know what? Find a Southard. If you don't have a flipper from Spyderco, find a Southard, okay? Because that's their first, and man, it's a beaut. That is the knife that got away, man. You know, sometimes when I'm talking to you guys about the knife that got away, I almost want to just go, screw it, put this over here, let's redo the video. Oh, I love this knife. Southard blacked out version from Spyderco. That's the knife that got away. Thank you guys so much. Please do comment. I love reading your comments, and I will try to be better at responding to them. If you like these videos, thumb them up. Let me know that this is what you want. Let me know that I'm on the right track. Again, we're going to go through a whole year, day after day after day, and then reevaluate. And that's not going to be a secret thing. I'll evaluate it with you guys and ask your opinions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're getting some new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I wish that little talk didn't turn you off. Once we hit 1,000, we're going to do a Spyderco Palooza. Spyderco Palooza. Only I would name something that I have trouble pronouncing. And that means we're going over the hundreds of Spyderco knives that I have. That's over 2.5 Pelican cases. So I'm excited about that. We'll also do the fixed blades too. Hey, you guys, really appreciate you. Thank you for all your time. You have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.